I was on time last week.
Yeah.
I heard you were like asleep or something.
Oh, every time I've been late is because I've been asleep.
Yeah, my recollection is you didn't show up once and then Jordan refused to make a good episode. Is my understanding. That he just refused to participate, and also he doesn't talk.
It's funny because the last 20 minutes of that podcast is like the best podcast we've ever done.
Yeah.
Why did you come back?
Yeah, so that's when I shut up.
Yeah, there's no way it would have fucking survived otherwise. Because all I was told is every time Carl tried to come up with a bit, Jordan said it was bad and made it just grind to a halt.
It was slightly salvaged when fucking Shibuya and one of Carl's friends showed up. Then I eventually showed up.
Yeah, and PM ruined the whole thing.
Hey, by ruining it, I made it better.
Why'd you say it like that? I made it better. I rubbed my greasy little fingies on it.
Ooh. Dude,
Gross.
if you're gonna talk, you really gonna talk to me about Greece?
Yeah. In case you recorded.
Are we beginning now?
Probably, yeah.
Ah, okay. Let me turn off this air then.
Yeah, I just had to do mine and I felt extreme sadness.
Yeah, I know. I was like back and forth on whether I would be nice to you and just do that. That's all I've been thinking about since I said yes is, am I really going to fucking I looked at your length and went, fuck me.
Yeah, inevitably. Not yet, but sometime during like mid-July, I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna keep the air on. I don't care. I don't care about the podcast enough.
I'm gonna be honest, Carl. There might be a point where I say I've hit my breaking point during the podcast and I turn it on.
It's more understandable for you than it is for PM because it's always like 60 degrees or lower in Canada.
God damn it.
Motherfucker, you know what? You don't know, so I'm not gonna harp on you too much. But
all right. I've turned it off. Are we gonna hit a button? What are we doing?
Well, you hit the button, and at some point we'll clap sync.
Okay. I've hit the button.
Have we all hit the button?
Yes, my button has been hit.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of DipShips, the legitimate boating podcast. I, as always, am your captain, Calamity Carl, and joining me, as always, my wonderful co-host, Admiral PM.
Howdy. And that's it.
That's it. They're all gone.
They're all gone.
But joining us is special guest, KZXcellent.
Hello, ahoy.
We crashed into the beaches of Florida and stormed them like Normandy.
All right, you know, Carl, I haven't listened to much of this show.
Yes.
So
Lucky you.
To my best recollection, this is how I imagine the show's supposed to go, so I came in prepared.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, I believe it was the company Mitsubishi made the Fujikawa Maru back in 1938. This ship, coming in at 450 feet long, was for the ship owners of Toyo Kaiun to be able to transport a variety of things. Became a liner in the North American run, carrying cargo like silk, cotton, and flax. A year before Pearl Harbor, it got hit by torpedoes and sank.
Yo, okay.
Oh, boy.
Wow, this is you set a precedent. Normally we save the boat fact for the end of the episode.
Yeah, I know this is my strat to get to end now.
Oh shit. Well,
I mean, thank you all for listening. We'll see.
I think we hit a record.
Shortest episode ever. Thank God. Thank fucking God. Let's work for me.
Where is everybody? Why are we lonely?
Well, Metty has work. So Metty has an actual reason to not be here. Jordan's skipping out on his duties once again.
Is this fucking wrestling related? Is there a wrestling thing happening this weekend that I'm not aware of?
I think he went to go watch a wrestling show in Chicago or something.
It is Sunday.
Okay, I just seen him post a picture of a fucking tire in the middle of the street.
Yes. He hopefully he doesn't have a car anymore. That's his tire.
Maybe he's been stranded.
God, at this point, I fucking hope so. Just because it'd be funny. It'd be good content if he survived.
It would be funny.
Based on how this show's described to me through my streams,
yes,
I've apparently talked more than Jordan has in 10 episodes.
Yes.
Spot on the money.
It's so mean, but it's not factual. You've talked more and made less noise that Carl has to get angry at you over.
Dog, it's like so many things. He did really good on the last one I edited until the end.
Until the end, yes.
Until the end. And
then the keys or the fucking. You know what? I every time I'm at 7-Eleven, I see this fucking device. It's one of these oh god, I forgot what they're called. One of these ADD devices where it's a fidget toy, where it's like a square of bubble wrap, except it doesn't make any noise. It's just a bunch of like plastic buttons for you to push. I've been thinking about getting that for Jordan for like the last month. I see it every fucking day. It's like $2. I think I'm gonna buy it.
That'd be pretty fucking funny.
I'm glad the price isn't too steep for you where you go, $2!
Nah, it seems worth it. To up the quality of this podcast, $2 seems worth it.
No, because I'll go to ask Jordan something, and then we'll just hear silence for like 3 minutes before a what?
Huh?
Oh no. He's that guy.
I gotta get the little jingle keys.
He's that guy that's like, I'd love to join a podcast, does not listen while on the podcast, and just kind of like, I'm just playing a video game over here.
I'm
hey, it was fine the first 4 episodes.
Oh yeah, that's the honeymoon period where you care.
Yeah, then oh god. Thankfully he dropped Final Fantasy 14. Because there was that period like didn't he try to make us reschedule the podcast because fucking the last expansion was coming out?
Yes, of course. It's a big event. I don't know why they had you reschedule for that. Because it's just, they're not knocking it out in one go.
No, of course not.
Though I did laugh when they tried to get me into a static that's a group to do various raids regularly. Mm-hmm. And the only open day they have was for DipShips. So I get to see in real time them struggling with that with their brain. And then Carl going, no!
I was like, oh yeah, if it's something serious, Jordan, we can absolutely work around a schedule. Oh, it's so I could play Final Fantasy 14 in the static and do the raids. Fuck yourself!
Yeah, it was specifically for the harder content.
You're supposed to lie. You are supposed to fucking lie. I don't understand these people going, yeah, don't worry. It's something that you absolutely will spitefully say no to. Instead, you're just like, yeah, my grandpa's dead, so I got so every single Sunday I have to remember them for about 6 hours.
I have to sit outside of the shrine, clap my hands a couple times, bow my head.
Yeah, exactly. But there's only so many dead grandpas you can go through before we're like, get over, bud. You fucking get over it.
Yeah, you need to be like when PM lost a pet and then Carl immediately said, get another one.
No, that was my mother.
I feel like I did
something
some
similar
joke
accidentally.
about one of your dead pets, and then we just ran into the ground.
It was great. I wasn't even.
He definitely made a joke about Chronic, my dead cat, like 2 days after it died.
The fucked up thing, actually, I wasn't even making a joke. I was asking a sincere question, and then you got mad about it, and I was like, I didn't even mean it like that.
Well, yeah, I got really excited because we ran that bit for a year.
Yeah, you sure did.
The evidence was there. You kept making fun of my dead cat for 2 straight years, Carl.
I never did that once. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you fucking did. No, this is what happened. You knew it died because I said it did, and every single time it ever came up, you're like, what happened?
Look, it's not my fault that PETA kills animals. It's more their fault.
Yeah, fine, you can have that. I was going to debate it, but I'm too groggy. I woke up. I woke up 15 minutes ago. I haven't had coffee. I'm waking up. I'm revving the gears.
I've been up for a bit. I'm eating a roast beef sandwich on the podcast. We're working through it.
Is it an Arby's beef and cheddar?
It's a jobble.
That's close enough.
Right on. All right, now that formalities are out of the way,
how was everyone's weeks?
How was everyone's weeks? I barely had a week, so I'll go first.
All right.
I met a new villain this week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
On my way to work. Oh God, how many days ago was this? I think it was like fucking Thursday night. I met this man or this creature on my way to work. I've dubbed him Milk Crate Man. He's my main antagonist of my personal Silent Hill game.
Yeah, that's I think I was streaming at the time, and Jordan, as if his balls were on fire. So look!
It's
Milk Crate Man.
Every once in a while, I'll go back to your VODs, and he gets far too excited whenever I tweet. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, honestly, he's like, we have content for the podcast, so I don't have to participate. I won!
It's true, I suppose. So yeah, this thing...
Did he do anything bad? No, you just standing there?
He was standing there completely... I was waiting at this bus stop for like 15 minutes. He was standing there completely motionless up until about like 7 minutes into the wait. He did like a little like mini Harlem shake and then went back to complete stillness. I legitimately thought it was in Silent Hill for a split second when he did the little Harlem shake.
So you just never go into that... Was that a Tim Hortons ever?
That is my local Tim Hortons. That's the one that I go to like exclusively.
No, this is unfortunate.
So here's the thing. I that morning when I got out of work, on my way back home, I stopped at this Tim Hortons, and this dude was standing there at the exact same spot in the exact same pose. So I don't know if you can tell. The man doesn't actually have the milk crate on his head.
He's on top of his bag, huh?
Yeah, it's on top of his bag, and he's incredibly slunched over.
Slunched?
Like, slunched? Yeah, that's a word. Slunched over? Yeah, that's a word.
That's like almost close to the baby talk that I hear like every day. Like a little scrumbly wumbly. A little slunched.
I meant to say hunched over. But for some reason, I decided to add an extra slunge.
Well, I decided to Google slunched. It is indeed a slang term. It's a combination of slouching and hunching. So it's basically...
Okay, yeah, there you go. I'm innovating over here. If you see the picture of the donuts inside the Tim Hortons?
I'm the thesaurus. Fill me with your words.
No, I refuse.
Freak.
Yeah, I see donuts.
That shadow right there, that's his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to need you to digitally zoom, Carl, onto the donuts and the head.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than him having very poor posture and a personal seat for him to carry around with, seemed fairly normal. Other than the fact that he didn't move for 9 hours, like standing in the exact same position as I left him.
Was he like one of those fucking guys that dress up as robots in the streets, or?
No, because there was no money around him.
Oh.
Yeah, this could be worse. This could have been like the tambourine guy.
No, okay. Other than I think he took a shit on my front doorstep, Tambourine Man was fairly nice. I liked the tune that he would play whenever he was blessing/cursing my neighborhood.
I wish the yodeling guy would come back.
The yodeling guy showed up for... I think I only saw Yodeling Man like twice. or heard him twice. I never actually saw him. There was one podcast where a man was just yodeling outside of my apartment, and you could hear it on my audio.
It was really fucking funny. I was sitting here editing it, and I was like, what the fuck's that sound? And then I hear PM go, do you guys hear that? It's just a guy yodeling outside. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, sure. That's not out of the ordinary for him.
Yeah, really. Honestly, at this point, worshipping rats and shit.
Look, that rat was very impressive, all right? It took a bite out of the hand out of the pissant that gave my dick 3rd-degree burns. Not 3rd degree, one of the degree. What's the lightest degree of burn you can receive?
Degree.
1st degree? Okay, 1st-degree burns on my dick.
Shout to what was it, Coco, who just marked your dick forever?
Yes. No, not forever. The scar eventually went away.
Oh, okay.
I wish it was forever.
No, I do not need the dog's brand on my fucking shaft for the rest of my life.
Coco. The Zorro of dogs.
I was a big fan when you told that story. I just renamed Alto to Coco.
They were very upset.
The best stuff
very
for
upset.
that section started coming out. People were like, I forgot that Alto's name was Coco.
You should change its their name in the damage to Coco.
All right, I'm working on it.
Let's go.
Cool. Is Carl still Chunk?
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah,
chunky
he is.
cheese.
Yeah, Chonko Choese.
Sometimes I think our bits are impregnable. It's just impossible to understand.
Yeah.
Currently, Alto's name in here is Giorgio Doggy Doorzot because I told them to go through their doggy door to get back in their house because they were locked down. They're like, wait, I think I can.
Fucking how? I thought they were jacked.
They got
Jacked
a
at
big
6'4",
fat
by the
bulldog.
way. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they
That
got
makes
the
sense.
fucking the thing shaped like a fucking football.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, everyone's favorite dog. Give me a cookie.
Oh, Bernie Mac.
Let's go.
Yeah. Apologies if we're just like talking about bits that we probably haven't told on this podcast. Everybody at home needs to understand that this is like a 10+ year friendship happening, like of just us announcing old ass bits.
Don't worry. We'll get into the regular segment soon. Carl, what happened in One Piece this week?
No, we don't actually do that.
Oh, well, you
Surprisingly, though, every once in a while, like once every 10 podcasts, Carl will talk about something hype that happens in One Piece. But other than that,
I try not to talk about a thing I'm interested in that no one else cares about for about 20 minutes of the podcast.
no, here's the thing. When you talk about One Piece, I'm fully invested. I like One Piece. It's just, obviously, I'm not caught up. So, like,
Yeah, you're like, I love Wapple.
hey,
Everyone loves
Wapple
Wapple.
was the last thing in the anime that I watched. So, yes, I do love Wapple.
He turned into a house.
Yeah,
true.
motherfucker turned into a house. He ate 2 dudes and combined them. That was kind of fucking weird. But other than that, yeah, I fucking love Wapple.
That was someone's sexual
That shit
awakening.
was on TV in 2007.
Yeah, that was the last time I watched One Piece. No, I think I saw like one filler episode with the 2 of you like fucking 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, we
That
did.
one wasn't a
And
filler episode.
Oh,
It
okay,
was-
whatever. I don't remember.
One Piece is a nightmare. They're like, we're gonna adapt 1 page for 1 episode of the anime.
Oh.
I remember specifically what happened. Carl said, "What do you think Oda named this rabbit character?" And you came up with something normal, and it's like, "No, it's Carrot, you fucking idiot."
Yes. I remember that one clearly because we got to a point where they're riding like some animal trying to escape a bunch of flowing water, and the animation was just it bobbing up and down slightly, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking dog shit, guys."
The only thing I remember in that episode was like a minecart. Like they were riding a minecart through a cave and trying to escape the cave because I think there was a cave.
That one was filler. I think we watched a couple filler and then one actual episode.
Yeah, we watched an episode where Carl went, "This was 1 panel in the manga. This was 5 minutes."
God, the fucking anime has such atrocious pacing most of the time.
I'm excited for us to hit our Patreon goal where we have to watch all of it.
Let me tell you,
What
when we
amount-
reach the
what is
fucking
that
summit
at?
war, 700.
750, I believe, is
Oh, boy.
that goal?
Oh boy.
It's okay. We're not even halfway there, I believe.
It's okay. My podcast, Patreon, put the bleach goal in as a joke.
Yeah, I believe One Piece is a joke, and also Columbo.
We did indeed put a Columbo one up there for $2,000.
Yeah, I believe as Dan wrote our goal for Bleach, it was some dumb asshole said we would watch all of Bleach if we hit this. That dumb asshole was Phil.
Man of taste.
Yeah.
Kudos to him.
And then we fortunately hit the goal of, I think it was like 3,500. And then spent the last 10 months in the first filler.
Well, I can't wait for you guys to get to the end of the anime and then not like do anything with that podcast for about, what was it, like 7-8 years, and then cover the new arc coming out.
You see, we're going in order, and we only do a few episodes a month. So we estimated, even without the anime coming back or us covering Burn the Witch, it will end in over 2.5 years.
Hopefully it'll come out by then.
I think it might have been longer. It's bad.
I need some sort of update. I need, like, there was a high pass trailer which made me like ugly sob for a couple of days. God, that trailer's so fucking good.
That trailer
oh my
was
god,
amazing.
Oh, and they put in number 1. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. I came a little bit.
What?
God, I fucking love that trailer. What? No,
The trailer.
Yeah, that was great. It took us 2 entire years, but the first podcast of Bleach in year 3 is when we finally got to see our on cars. It took us a couple
it's been that
minutes.
long. Jesus.
God almighty.
Yeah, episode 25, we finally started that arc. My favorite bit was in the second episode, showed the Grand Fisher Hollow. And it's
All right.
that's a pretty cool thing. Dan's never seen Bleach,
Mm-hmm.
so he goes, I can't wait for this to pay off. And then we broke it to him that he will not see Grand Fisher again for 100 episodes, and he got so pissed.
Yeah.
What else happened in your week, PM?
What else happened in my week? Oh, I saw hand sanitizer lady again. She somehow didn't die after the
What?
first dose. Okay,
Oh, no.
so there's this unfortunately recurring character now
Uh-oh.
where this lady, she looks like one of those like 50-year-old yoga women
Ugh.
that always like does yoga and Pilates.
Yeah.
She'll hop onto the streetcar that I'm riding,
Isn't that a pastry?
and at the entrance of every part of the streetcar has like a little hand sanitizer station, and she will take her water bottle filled with water and put like 50 pumps of the hand sanitizer into her water, shake it up, and drink it.
What?
Yeah,
yeah.
don't
All
know
right,
why.
sure. You know what? Sure, whatever. I'm sure this was covered earlier, so I'm not gonna have you dwell on it.
I mean, that's the end of the bit. That's the end of the story. It starts and ends there. There's this fucking.
part of me wanted to like dig in, but then I'm like, no,
I mean,
I hate her.
It a fairly normal looking woman. She seems well put together, except for this one fucking thing she does. Like,
Except for the poison.
except for the poison.
This motherfucker's like, she looks like an average like businesswoman who you'd see in an office, and then she's just out here drinking hand sanitizer from a bottle.
Like, I understand. No, actually, no. I'm not going to pretend to understand. Like, I understand that it has alcohol in it, but it's not that kind of alcohol in it. I don't think you could get shit-faced. I remember, like, what was it, like 10 years ago? There was, like, a fucking epidemic of kids drinking hand sanitizer at school to try and get shit-faced. That's not how it works. It's like trying to drink rubbing alcohol.
You mean you can't drink that?
Let's not promote that kind of shit here. I know we're wild boys, but
Satire,
not that wild.
parody, yucks.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go to the
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl.
Why can't we go back to the good old days of just undoing like an expo marker and then just sniffing it for a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. Like back in my day, to try and get a free high, I tried to smoke cinnamon and orange peels.
Try to smilk?
Smilk? Did I say smilk? I meant smoke. Yeah, I've been awake for...
So how do you make smilk? Well, you light a bunch of cigarettes and then dump them in a cup of milk.
Cat would drink it.
Yeah, it sounds like something Cat would do.
Yeah, that dumb bitch.
I've done something similar to that by accident. At a party, in the smoking area, there's just a cup of water where everyone's like cigarette and weed butts go into a cup. And I accidentally, my dumbass put my drink next to the fucking cigarette butt cup, and instead of picking up my drink, I pick up the cigarette butt cup and took a swig of that and proceeded to projectile vomit for half an hour.
God,
it was bad. But yeah, it turns out smoking cinnamon and orange peels doesn't work. Does not get you high, despite what the high school kids will tell you.
I think my grandpa did that with his cigar spitting cup one time. He put it next to his drink cup, and then he grabbed the wrong one, and he was just like, Oh,
it's especially bad because people were regularly doing, oh god, I forget what it's called. Chewing tobacco.
Oh.
As a specific term. I'm starting to gag. We gotta move on. Yeah, other than the two fucking weirdos that I've seen, nothing's happened during my week. Work has been relatively, I want to say normal, but it's been a pain in the ass because our fucking trash compactors are broken, so there's nowhere to put garbage, and the loading dock is just getting fuller and fuller of garbage.
It's always about garbage.
KZ, I don't think you fucking understand.
Every day is garbage day, I understand.
Every single day is garbage day, but here's the thing. It used to be worse. Before I had people take out garbage on their own floors, I was checking over 200 cans of garbage every single fucking day.
God, this fucking rules, dude.
Every single fucking day. Now it's not that bad.
I remember when I used to like know it was garbage day and waited like 3 or 4 hours of us hanging out to be like, yo, it's garbage day, and then you'd lose your mind. That was the best.
Yeah, either us fucking recording the Nuzlocke or watching anime, and this jackass would just let my fucking garbage truck roll by, or bring it very close where I'm like, fuck, I got like 2 weeks worth of garbage piled up that I gotta go throw out right now.
Why don't you just bring it down there?
I love it. This shit rules.
God.
But it's okay. Now I only need to check my floor, which still has like 40 cans of garbage to check, but it's not 200. Yeah, I'm done.
It's fucked up.
How was your week, Carl?
I fucked up my back again. Except I don't know.
Having time off kind of way?
No.
Oh.
It should be, but I don't know if it's my back or if it's my kidneys.
Oh, I was about to say your pussy or your crack, but yeah, that's kind of worse.
My pussy's always aching for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pungent.
So, like, I don't know what the fuck. I must have pulled it, like... I either pulled it moving desks, or I'm not drinking enough water and my kidneys are dying. It's one of the two.
Yeah, it's probably
don't tell
that
you
water thing.
Yeah, definitely more water. I can't think about drinking more water without thinking of Jordan and his fucking 40 cans of Coke that he needs to put in the fridge. It has to go into the fridge.
Okay, I can't get on Jordan because you know those fridges that usually at the bottom they have the drawers.
Yeah,
both are just filled with cans.
That's fair, yeah.
It's fine if you have a dedicated section, but when you are a guest at someone's house and you need to take an entire shelf full just of your Coke and that's it? No, dog, you have a problem.
What are you talking about? If you need a section, keep them in the 12-pack box and you've only taken up like a chunk.
Jordan did that, but he tried to put both of the boxes in the fucking fridge.
No, here's what you do, Jordan. Because I know you're listening to this podcast. Hopefully you'll wake up from your time sleep now that I've addressed you. When you notice that the first box is going down to maybe like 4, that's when you take those 4 cans out, put them on the side in there, and then put in the second box.
No, All 24 cans
what are you
needed
doing?
to be
Are you
cold.
drinking like 4 a minute? Like, you're worried that the others won't get cold fast enough? Like, I am struggling right now.
I mean, based on how Carl and Metty were describing it, yeah, he was going through a decent chunk of it.
He always had a can of Coke in his hand. I was like, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Jordan, the garbage can's full."
Come the fuck on, dude. Like I drink a lot as well. But there's a limit. Also, for the record, that despite me having 2 drawers filled with cans of soda, half of my door is completely composed of bottled water.
Nice.
Yeah, like my fridge used to be full of water, and now it's just full of condiments. Yeah, it's just condiments.
I was told about that, and that made me feel really bad because I got high off some THC recently. And just apparently bought groceries, which was all normal stuff except an entire whole chocolate cake.
Did you eat it all?
I didn't eat it at all, and it expired 8 days ago, and I finally threw it out.
Oh, God.
A national tragedy.
Because every single time it's time for me to be like, I want a fucking chocolate cake, would be the moment that I'm high, and then I'm like, I baked an entire thing of cinnamon rolls instead. Every single day I wake up, I'm like, why the fuck is there a chocolate cake in here? I'll get to it.
I'll get there. Oh, it's growing stuff. This wasn't Funfetti, but I bought it.
I didn't see it growing anything,
Ugh.
but I'm like, it's been 8 days. I'm just gonna.
Let me tell you, I pulled out
Put it in there.
the thing of potato rolls we have. We've had them in our fucking cabinet for like a month now, and I was like, wow, these things are resilient. They haven't molded at all. And then I noticed the big green patch in between 4 of them.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I was like, oh no, I just wasn't looking. Oh, what else happened this week? I went in Friday and my boss was like, hey, can you work this weekend? And I was like, no. And he went, I need you to keep track of when you can work and let me know when you can't do it. I was like, dog, that's your job. That's literally your job.
Literally his job. And also, overtime isn't mandatory. Last I checked.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's optional. So when I say no, it's fucking no.
Yeah. And then I told him, he told me that next week we were supposed to switch to a day schedule, 7 to 4. And he went, oh yeah, they changed it. Now you guys are coming in 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Is that PM's cops or your cops?
That's
It's
me.
cops.
That's the fire station that goes off at this time.
Get him too.
Yeah,
What?
get him.
No,
It's finally your turn.
they'll do it.
This fucking rules, dude.
Oh, so this is what it
awesome.
feels like. This is awesome.
I love this. Yeah, by the way, here's my. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking put in the podcast general here. My cake.
Oh, that looks like a solid cake.
Yeah, it's a pretty big
$13?
cake.
What kind of fucking cake you got over there?
When I woke up after being incredibly fucking high the other day, and I went in there and I went, I got it. What the fuck is it? I spent $18 on a cake I didn't open.
$13.69. Jesus.
Yeah, fucking yeah. Shout out to the fucking Publix bakery.
Oh shit.
I would not pay $13 for that. I'm sorry.
It was a big cake, man. That was like
Was
4
it?
or 5
Okay,
pounds
all right.
of some shit. This is a big ass cake that I didn't open.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Luckily, I don't have a garbage day ever here. It is just a dumpster.
Nice.
Oh, lucky you.
I just walk and throw it in when it's full.
So I also told my boss that when he brought up everything, he was like, oh yeah, it's 3 to 11 except for Friday. That's when you guys can come in during the day. And I went, oh, I'm not going to be here Friday, and I'm not going to be in Thursday either. And he went, what do you mean? And I went, I told you this when I handed you my vacation days in, that I was using a vacation day on the Friday and I would need the Thursday off. And you said, sure. And you marked it down. And he didn't mark it down at all, except for the Friday.
Yeah, this was like that one time I tried to take a day off. Was it just a day? It was a couple of days, I think. And I get a call from my boss going, hey, bud, where are you? I'm like, I'm on vacation. I told you I was going on vacation 2 weeks ago. I'm at home. That's where I'm at. Is like, oh, okay, yeah, don't worry about it. Calls me back within an hour. It's like, I need you to come. I have
I
fucking
I need
nobody.
you to come
now.
And I did.
I remember that. Wasn't that the same one they start shitting in lockers?
Yes, that was at the gym.
Yeah, that was so good.
That's a good one.
Peak.
What else happened? I did something good today.
Oh, what'd you do?
I went to do my laundry.
Okay.
And I went to get some pizza while I was letting the machine go.
Mm-hmm.
And this old guy walks in with these kids, and he's like fucking drained. This dude looks like exhausted, like he's got a fucking beer gut. His face is drooping. He looks like done with everything.
Yeah, he's been through it.
He's got these 4 or 5 kids with him. I'm like, god damn. So I went up to the girl behind the counter, and I was like, hey, can I pay for that guy's food? I feel bad for him. So I paid for his lunch and the kids' lunch, and it felt good.
And then they're like, we paid for $90 of pizza, and you're like, how did that happen?
No, fortunately she told me it was only $22, and I went, thank God. Oh boy. If I went, yeah, I'll do that, and she was like, oh, all right, they ordered $100 worth of food, I would have been like, ugh.
That's very nice of you, Carl. I hear about acts of kindness like this a few times. I would never fucking do something like this ever in my fucking life. Fuck you and them kids. Can give a fuck about you and you. You know what? If somebody ever did that for me, I would consider it doing it. Never happened in my life. Alive for almost 40 years, never fucking happened ever.
Maybe you should just be a nicer person.
No, I refuse. When the world starts to be nice to me, sure, I'll think about it.
When the seagulls stop stealing hot dogs out of your hand, maybe you'll consider giving back a little bit.
Exactly. If a fucking hawk decides to put a hot dog in my hand, maybe I'll think about it.
PM, you're going to be walking down the street to work later. You're going to look up, a seagull's going to descend, and it's going to, out of its mouth, hawk up a hot dog just for you.
All right. When that happens, I'll buy somebody's meal for them. Or their coffee or whatever.
Yeah, at no point is PM going to be giving people things when everything takes everything from him.
Exactly.
Especially birds.
It's a quid pro quo world.
You almost got it.
Yeah, I tried. And life has only ever quitted me. So fuck the quode or the pro.
The quode?
The quode.
It's quo.
Words are hard.
There's no D.
Quid pro quo, bro.
Quid quo. Move on, please.
All right.
So, I recently caught up with all of Black Clover within 3 days.
Damn.
That's impressive. I think that's been running for 8 years.
Yeah, it's real good.
You're talking about the manga, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I couldn't bring myself to fucking watch that. You kidding me? You hear that kid's voice? Nah, dog. I read it.
I know some of the intro slap.
They probably do. I don't know if I could deal with Asta's voice. But man,
I don't know, maybe he sounds normal and then not Japanese.
How can you handle this kid's voice and yet, or can't handle this kid's voice, but you can handle Gon?
I fucking love Gon. What a
guy.
Got
a problem with my boy Gon?
I mean, it's a fucking child. So yes, I have a problem.
People call me the child hater. Yeah, Black Clover is fucking based.
I'm the biggest child hater.
Child hating is based. Black Clover is fucking based. I'm sad that I slept on it as long as I have.
Yeah, I've been told to give it a. Don't ever recommend me to read. I will watch. I will not read.
Yep.
The leader of Asta's group, the Black Bulls, Captain Yami, is probably one of my favorite fucking characters in the entire world.
I was just about to ask, is this the taking a dump now guy?
The guy, they're like,
yo!
That's not a decision that we can make. We have to ask Captain Yami. I'm taking a dump right now. And they're like, the fate of the world depends on this. He's like, the fate of the world depends on this dump I'm taking. He fucking rules.
We've all had one of those where it's like, the world depends on me getting through this fucking travesty right now. I'm going through a crisis. I'm having a moment.
He looks at one of his fellow captains and he just tells him he looks like a boneless ham. It's like, my guy,
what does that mean?
I mean, from the back, Yeah, he kind of does look like a boneless ham. Either that or a thumb.
Hold on, let me see if I can get a picture of that guy. Look at this freak.
Yeah, I like that.
He's kind of built like a ham. I can see it.
Yeah.
You see the ridges in his side. He totally looks like a ham.
I don't like anyone whose head looks like a minion.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah.
He does kind of look like a minion.
Get that minion head. This manga is also great because it has Dylan in it. All she does is eat and sleep.
Yep, that's Dylan, all right.
She gets sucked into like one of the roughest parts of the series, and she's just like, I'm in hell.
That's good.
The series fucks really hard. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. If you can stomach watching it, unless the dub is better to listen to, then I recommend it.
I feel like dubs typically have a larger range of like voices they can use in terms of tone that I can recognize.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like a lot of women VA in Japan kind of always sound similar to me. I feel like there's more texture coming into English, where I'm like, this is an annoying voice in Japanese. Thank God you swapped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thankfully Goku doesn't sound the same as his Japanese voice actor.
Hello everyone, this is your captain speaking. Thank you all for listening to this episode so far. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying our special guest, KZXcellent. Just cutting in real quick to do the regular housekeeping stuff as always, so let's just get right into there. If you want to keep up to date with the podcast and what's going on in our lives and everything like that, then make sure you follow us at DipShipsPod and follow each of us individually at The Calamity Carl, at GFPPM, at EXPayline, and at MetTorman. Also, don't forget to follow our guest, KZXcellent, who is at KZXcellent. It's pretty easy to figure out. Find him on Twitch, find him on YouTube, find him TikTok, maybe. I don't know. I don't think KZ has one of those, but I'll say it anyway. Now you have to make it, you bitch. Also, if you have any questions or topics you want to send our way, you can send them to DipShipsPod on Twitter, or if Twitter's not your thing, go over to your email, shoot an email to dipshipspod@yahoo.com. And we'll answer it or talk about it, maybe, depending. Yes. If you would like to support us directly, you can do so by going over to patreon.com/dipshipspod. Sign up for one of our many tiers to help us reach our many goals and keep us afloat. We are dying. Please help. At the $10 and above tier, I get to thank you verbally here on this part, like I'm going to do right now. Starting with Alatos Diogenes, Andres Rojas, By Breakdown 707, Diablo, Dorgan 23, Dr. Perpaka, the Purple Paka, Fire Trooper 113, Frost Samurai, Generic Jackal says, did you know I'm a goat? Bah. Iris Placeholder, Mr. Collector, Mr. I Like Spam, Mr. King Jacob 9002, Nap, Normalized Pago Champ Dan Sinister, Ryan Superfan, Shibuya Gato, Tonya H, Vinegar Ultimax, Zombie Slayer 051, and our $20 patron, Bill. Thank you all for the support. It means a lot to us. We appreciate it greatly. I want to get more stuff up on the Patreon for you all to enjoy and for us to actually have a reason to keep the Patreon going, mods. So hopefully we'll get some stuff there for you all to enjoy more. Speaking of people I like to thank, I'd also like to thank @_Vidazen_ on Twitter. I forgot the second underscore for a second. It's _VIDAZEN_ on Twitter for our theme song Starbird, and of course our additional music Appetite Delight, Ride of the Wave, and Seaside. I'd also like to thank Shibuya Gato and Shora Art on Twitter for our art assets like the thumbnails, the avatar, the Twitter, for every the thing, the logo, yeah, you get it, you got it. Don't forget, we're also available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and of course our video version on YouTube. If you're watching it somewhere other than YouTube, unless you've downloaded it somewhere to your computer, then you're a criminal and I'll find you. I think that's just about everything. The episode after this one is going to be just KZ, PM, Jordan, and Nick. And I haven't listened to it yet. I know nothing about it, other than KZ almost fired Jordan within the first 4 minutes. I'm very excited to get through that. I hope you're excited to hear that. I am going to go lie down and die now. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode.
Hello. If you're listening to this podcast, then you're either a big fan of boats or a big fan of listening to friends goof off for a few hours. Well then, I have excellent news for you. Yu-Gi-Oh! The show has plenty of boats. And the Millennium Microphone is a podcast where four friends rewatch the show with boats and also goof off for a few hours every other week. It features that Carl guy that you've been listening to here, along with Shora, BioRoxas, and me, Shibuya Gato. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean. We also have a Patreon to see how many seasons people will force us to watch, so go check that out too at patreon.com/millenniummike. If you don't know how to spell millennium, that's 2 L's, 2 N's, and then an MIC at the end. Or you could just Google us. I guess that works too. See you there.
I think that was just about everything I have. So, like, for this week. What about you, KZ?
I moved last month on my own, and the local post office refuses to give me a key to my mailbox.
Wait, they didn't give it to you still?
Okay, so I moved, and I did not know that I was supposed to do a thing to be able to open my mail. So for the first week, I just didn't open it. Then I text my landlord. They're like, go to the post office. They'll give you a key for that. I'm like, sure. So I Ubered to the post office because it's still kind of far away. And they go, all right, we'll get it to you in 7 to 14 days. I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't have it, PM. And on Tuesday, I'm going to go there and say, well, it's been 28 days. I've still not received it.
Unless it's in the mailbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say the funniest thing. We send it to you in the mail.
It's like no. Clearly they do it there because they pulled out a large collection of envelopes that are a little small, large envelopes with keys in them, with names and addresses. So they clearly don't have mine. So I'm going to do what Phil told me to do because it's something he learned from his father, where they're going to say we don't have it, and I'm going to very calmly in a nice voice go, so what do we do now?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to leave there until I get something concrete or speak to a manager. I have to use the white genes in my body so that I can stop spending over $20 to go to a post office and get nothing.
Oh, God. That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Oh my god! I was legitimately hoping the story would have ended with, yeah. So the key to my mailbox is stuck in my mailbox.
That would be, I would love for that to be the thing, because then I would tell them, well, get it, pick the lock, or I may come in with pieces of that compartment because someone allegedly broke in that isn't me. I just want my mail, PM. I bought a T-shirt before my move to send here. I don't know where it is. It could be in there. It could be inside the post office. I don't know, because every time I've called them, they don't answer.
Oh, thank God! I don't have to. The only mail shenanigans that I have to deal with is sometimes. And by sometimes I mean specifically 4 times, there's been a box of soup in my mailbox. Other than that, I have no mail foibles.
Yeah, at the very least, I was so relieved when I learned the place that I buy THC-related products from does FedEx.
Hell
thank God.
God, got that stuck in a fucking mailbox? Holy shit. At that point, you better learn fucking lockpicking.
Yeah, you might as well take the time to pick up a new skill.
No, it's the middle of summer in Florida. I'm not leaving.
Okay, fair enough.
Our low for the next 10 days is like 87. Also, it's going to rain every single day.
Oh God. Rain in the humid?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, so like on fucking like Friday when it's 92 with thunderstorms.
Yeah, you like walking through butter? Because that's what it's going to fucking feel like.
Yeah, fucking country crock outside.
Jesus. Oh yeah, fuck you, Carl, because you tell me that it doesn't get hot over here, motherfucker. This week it was 40, and 40 to you Americans is 101.
Oh shit.
All right,
Yeah.
Shit gets
that's
hot
real
over
bad.
here.
Yeah, it's real bad. Your igloo like fucking melted away.
But then what happens to all the Mises?
Oh, they deal with it. Also, they're in the shade. They're normally in the forest, so they can deal with it. Also, I'm pretty sure there are no mooses in Toronto.
Not yet.
Nothing wild at the very least. Motherfucker, if COVID didn't bring the meese over to Toronto,
Why'd you
then
call
I
them
don't think
that?
anything will.
What does that mean?
It's mooses, you fucking psychopath.
Meese?
Do you
Why'd you
think
say meese?
do you think a moose can sense COVID?
No,
And-
but you
and
know
just,
you
like,
know the bit
migrate
of nature is healing and dude, during COVID, I've seen more species of wild animal than I have in my fucking 30 plus years of living in the city.
Are you trying to say the coronavirus like brought back nature?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Dude, I seen foxes, hawks, possums, wild rabbits, fucking mice the size of my fucking forearm. I've seen more wild animals in more wild animals in 2 years than I have in my 30 plus years.
Carl?
Yep.
I think he lives in like an 80s cartoon
Probably, yeah.
where all the animals get big and get on funny adventures.
Sounds like it. Bad
What is
mushroom
weird about
foot.
that? I live in like a downtown metropolis. Shit is busy here all the time. Normally I see fucking seagulls and pigeons and the occasional squirrel. Let alone fucking foxes and wild rabbits. I've never seen a wild rabbit. Ever. Other than when I lived with my parents back.
You know what? I
like
do
up in the
kind of
fucking
have
boonies.
to. I do kind of have to agree with that because I keep seeing this one wild rabbit outside of my job when I'm like leaving from work, and there was also that one really fat raccoon I saw one time where I rolled down my window and went, "Damn boy, he's thick!"
Motherfucker rolling down his window to just yell at fucking wildlife.
In the middle of my neighborhood at like 12 in the morning. What else happened, Kizzy?
I mostly kept working through my like full-time streaming stuff. Played a variety of games. Trying to let people know what I'm doing ahead of time, which meant the stream we did Friday. I was like, I don't know. I busted my ass in the middle of the night and I got 4 hours of sleep. I don't want to do this stream. And
Right
then
on.
all the animals came in. And then Cat's just talking about the new Buzz Lightyear, saying he's yassified.
God, I hate it.
Fucking Nep comes in and says every stream you give women a bad name, and I started losing my fucking mind at that statement.
I'm glad that Nep is on the right side of history.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and then Noah told this very, very long story about playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in front of their mother. Not knowing that moments later their parents were going to say they were getting a divorce. Which normally very funny executed, but I'm in the bathroom because they're taking too long on the story, and I almost piss all over the fucking bathroom when they drop they're getting a divorce, and I'm like, I have to grab this shit and retarget.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah, I think it was during like a WrestleMania where my parents told me that they were going to get divorced.
Yo, let's go.
It's like,
Fucking
man, I'm
taking-
just trying to watch Undertaker fucking choke slam this fucking bitch, and
the
all of it,
Undertaker taking
then-
out a fucking mankind on Hell in a Cell.
Oh god, it's okay. They got back together.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the gumball machine.
The what?
So I went to my sister's place because they're moving in October. So they are they're going through a bunch of our old stuff because it was our old family home that they live in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I went through, I got some stuff. She said, like, you have a Dragon Ball pillow here. Do you want that? And I went, what? And she held up a Yu-Gi-Oh pillow.
Let's go.
And I went, all right. I mean, yeah, I'll take that.
I mean, same hairstyles for the most part.
Yeah, kind of. And I remembered that we had some old gumball machines in the attic. I was like, I'm going to take one of those. I'm taking one of those motherfuckers. They're coming with me. So I brought it down. And I was wiping it off. My sister was like, "Why don't we just wash it off in the shower?" I was like, "All right, yeah, we'll clean it off."
What?
Just like spray it down with the water to clean it all the dust and shit off.
Yeah, I know. I'm just imagining like you lugging a large gumball machine.
Oh, it wasn't
into
that large.
A shower. Ah, okay.
It was like one of the little
I'm just
ones.
thinking of like the ones at Blockbuster, like 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, not one of those.
They're massive. You put it in the coin, and then it goes down a spiral ramp for 30 seconds.
I fucking wish those rule. No, it's like one of the little shitty dinky ones. It's on like a metal pole. Don't know where the fuck we got it, but we have 2 of them. Don't know where the fuck they came from. But we had them. So we cleaned it off. And we're wiping it off with the towel. We set it on the floor. And then the 2 back legs break off.
Oh, no.
And it falls and shatters on the tile floor because it is a glass top.
Yeah.
And we're just standing there looking like, what the fuck? The bottom was completely metal. Was not rusted at all. It was so hot in that attic that when it was shocked by the cold water, it just fucking snapped.
Yeah.
And it just continued to disintegrate. So I was like, well, I mean, that's garbage now. That was very upsetting. I very much wanted that in my house. But it's fine.
Can't have shit.
Carl, you don't need easy access to that much gum.
Are you kidding me? PM, I need you to think. I could fill that bitch with gummies.
Would they roll enough to be able to? No, I'm thinking
it's not
the big
a rolling
spiral
one.
ones.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not a big
yes,
spiral one. It just drops, dog.
Yeah.
God, I should do. I wish I could do that. God, fuck. I should buy that.
I mean,
I should buy that when I'm allowed to have mail again.
Yeah, when you're allowed. Oh, good God.
Now I do have here some Disney trivia cards. Do you guys want to do some Disney trivia?
I have one more observation I wanted to make about things that happened to me recently.
Yes. Go on.
Sure.
Because it involves one of the co-hosts here. After this divorce story, I'm editing it because, of course, Twitch clips can't fit the whole thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just grabbing it off the original video. Everyone's losing it. Alto's been cackling for like 30 seconds. I'm dying. And right as that clip ends that goes on the Twitter, what's the first thing it said? It's Jordan going, "So has anyone played Neon White?" and this is one of the reasons that sometimes I want to shoot him in the fucking middle of the eyes on streams. Where it's like, we are running at max efficiency. He's like, I've just not been paying attention. And instead of just been playing this video game.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention, or this. I don't care about this narrative. Let's swerve this into something that I care about.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed to learn that he just does that on this podcast as well. But please give me Disney trivia.
Love you, Jordan. I think. All right,
this is slowly turning into another Dunkcast, just a little bit.
That's what happens if you leave. If your reputation is not participating on a podcast, and then you leave the podcast to go watch wrestling,
little bitch.
I mean, to be fair, nothing's changed. he's talked about almost as much on this podcast as he has on other podcasts.
I'm pretty sure at one point at one of the podcasts he had wrestling on in the background and was watching it during the recording.
Dude, come on.
So anyway,
I assume you're paid for this show, Jordan.
Yeah, he gets a third of the Patreon money.
See, you're paid. That could be a lot. I don't know how much it is, but it could be a lot.
It's like about $100, honestly.
Hey, that's worth it. All you got to do, just sit on your hands.
Yeah. Don't move too much. Don't fucking wiggle in your chair. Sit on your hands so you're not fucking distracted by anything, and just stare at your screen. Just stare at Discord.
I was so devoted to giving Carl almost acceptable audio. I spent the first 30 minutes of this standing.
Wow.
And
that's
then
dedication.
I went, no, this is no.
Yeah, no, that's fucking insane.
I would never stand for this podcast. Granted, I nearly choked for this podcast.
Yeah,
but I would never stand for it.
Here's the lore. I bought 2 very expensive desks when I moved in with Dan Gigaboots. They're the pneumatic ones where you press a button at the bottom and it lifts it up really
and it
high
stands.
and it's standing.
Yes.
Yeah, when I moved, they both broke, so they're now at the tallest height, and I can't get them to go down.
Okay.
So they are actually in standing form. So when I sit down, I feel like I'm being towered over by my monitors in my standing PS5. I've never once felt like I was 5'6" until this very moment.
Now you know how Dylan feels.
Oh, actually, speaking of PS5, I bought one. I finally managed to get my hands on one.
Nice.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Got a PS5? You couldn't get a new fucking
set
computer?
Basically forever.
I mean, Carl. Here's the thing. I could have gotten a PS5 now after wanting to get one for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Or I could wait another 6 months.
Or it could be a disappointment. Yeah, I got you.
To get a computer.
Bitch.
Look, I only took like $300 off the top of the savings to be able to afford it, and still be comfortable.
Hey, don't worry. It's gonna be fine. I look forward to us attempting to do some sort of a Nuzlocke thing, and then your computer bricks halfway in.
I could probably afford the computer by... When does that new one come out?
November.
No,
Yeah, Pokemon always comes out in like mid-November.
Yeah.
Well,
see.
best get to saving.
Yeah, I'll go back to saving.
Yeah. You go into saving, and as I said, pre-builds aren't that bad. You could probably find something. You could probably find something a little bit above your current level because your thing's old as shit for relatively cheap and still be comfortable. It's not like you need top of the line PC shit. You have a PS5 for video games.
That's true.
Exactly. Me and the whole crew were actually looking at PCs last week, and I've found one that I'm comfortable with. It's not too crazy. It'll last me for at least a decade.
Better.
Yeah, see? Yeah,
it's fucking better.
It's fucking better.
Yeah.
If your cat pisses on it, well, I'm sorry, but
No, she's good. She doesn't go around pissing on things. She just likes to bite wires.
that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's rough. I'm sure Carl could front you like $400 or $500.
Yeah. What?
I don't want him to. There's a reason I don't take a cut of the Patreon money.
Fucking dumbass.
It'd be really funny if you didn't. It's just like, I'm sorry, pay cut, Jordan. We pay based on words per minute.
Oh God! If we did that, he would.
Hey, what's up? You can buy one box of Raisinets with your Patreon
Yeah, I was
money.
gonna say, motherfucker's gonna make sub $5 a month off of words per minute.
Yo, what's up? So Disney trivia.
Yeah, Disney trivia.
So
Let's
these
go,
cards
baby.
have 5 colors on them with different questions as yellow, purple, green, blue, and red. Which question would you like to hear?
I want a fun little purple question.
Same.
All right. To what clan does Rob Roy belong in the Disney film Rob Roy? McGregor, McClanahan, or MacArthur?
I've never heard of this movie.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Why? What's up?
Rob Roy?
Yeah.
Disney?
Yeah. The Disney film
I'm
Rob
trying
Roy.
to look this up. I am fairly certain it isn't Disney at all.
The Disney film Rob Roy.
This movie came out in 1995.
Fucking.
Wait, what?
What were the fucking options again?
MacGregor, McClanahan, or MacArthur?
Fucking Mac Gregor.
You are correct.
Hey, let's go! Even though I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so let me... Rob Roy is a 1995 American historical biographical drama starring Liam Neeson as Rob Roy McGregor.
Okay.
What?
What do you mean? I'm looking... Distributed by MGM.
Were they bought by Disney?
Disney MGM Studios.
God fucking damn it, the 90s sucks.
All right, here's another card. Pick a color. We got yellow, purple, green, blue, and red.
Red. I'll do red.
All right. What color is the feather in Pinocchio's hat?
Oh, fuck me. Holy shit. Fuck.
I believe it's red.
You want red? All right, red. What color is the feather in Pinocchio's hat?
Red.
All right, what color is the feather in Pinocchio's hat?
The feather in Pinocchio's hat is colored red.
All right, the color red. What color is the feather in Pinocchio's hat?
All right, enough. Enough.
You do it one more. You do it one more time. I turn on my AC.
No!
The same.
All right, next one. Pick a color.
Let's go yellow.
What the fuck? All right. In the Disney feature film The Reluctant Dragon, what youngster teaches Albert Einstein and George Bernard Shaw?
Son of a bitch. That movie is 81 years old. That came out in 1941.
All right. I'm old. I'm not that old. I have no idea.
I'm putting the poster in this podcast.
Oh, you're gonna hate the answer.
Oh, God.
The answer is Baby Weems.
Oh, no, not Baby Weave. That's got a fucking... That's got a mini wheat energy to it.
It does.
You're like, yes, the classic film released by RKO Radio Pictures.
Dude, listen, it's not... This thing has a tiny little section for kids and then a huge thing for adults. I don't know how old this fucking trivia game is. Apparently very.
The newest thing we got asked about was a 1995 MGM film.
I think this question is about Toy Story in here.
Like, I think Jordan would have, like, reverted back to a fetus during, like, the first question.
I think Jordan would have said this is a bad bit and tried to kill it in his sleep.
Yeah.
By the way, blue. I'll go for that.
Go for blue. Oh, well, the picture I took ended up being a Jeff Ramsey quality picture. Uh-oh. Blue. What famous actor started at Disney as a child in the film Follow Me, Boys, then progressed to fill various adult roles in films such as Touchstone's Captain Ron?
What is wrong with you? Follow Me, Boys, the film from 1966. When Lem Siddons, a saxophonist in a jazz band, arrives in the small town of Hickory, he quickly meets and falls in love with Vida Downey, a beautiful bank clerk. I hate you. I have no answer. I've got fucking nothing.
PM, what about you?
I don't know.
It's obviously it's Kurt Russell.
Dope.
I like how I googled it. The cast list was there and I didn't even look at that section at all. All I saw was the right side for the summary with shit like adapted from the book God and My Country.
It's funny, some of these cards, it's just like, I don't know any of this. And then there's like, at what Disney theme park attraction do dead men tell no tales? Like, start with that one. I'll do one more. I'll do one more.
Like this is what pisses me off, all right?
Yeah.
You said this was going to be a quiz on Disney movies.
It is.
And I mean,
Disney movies.
Technically, he's not wrong.
You give me movies that fucking look like that.
Follow me, boys!
Look at what it says right above Follow Me, Boys.
Disney
Walt
presents.
Disney presents.
This is for the true Disney junkies out there. If any of you out there got it right, God, you're fucking sad.
And somehow older than me. I didn't think that was possible.
All right. Last one before we go to questions.
Let's go back to red.
What the fuck?
Come on. No,
Okay.
pass.
No. We got this one.
Sure.
What was the first comedy series produced by Touchstone of these three? Herman's Head, The Golden Girls, or Home Improvement?
The first one.
I've heard of two of those. I'm going to go with Herman's Head.
You're wrong. It was The Golden Girls.
Damn it.
Son of a bitch. I'd never heard of Herman's Head, so I assumed it was 90 years old.
Yeah, I assumed it was older than Golden Girls.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm finding out now. Don't you fucking worry. Herman's Head. What the... oh my god, it's a sitcom from 1991.
Oh. When did Golden Girls start?
Oh, 70s, maybe? Or 80s. I think it was 80s.
85.
85.
Yeah, 1985. Don't worry, that means that show will only be 40 in like 3 years.
Shut up, 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 shut up.
Oh, my bones.
Your bones? Don't you bring up your bones!
Oh. You guys want some questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Reminder, if you have any questions, you can send them over to DipShipsPod@yahoo.com or respond to the tweet put out almost every Sunday on DipShipsPod.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Our first question here is from Final Haunt. Favorite mecha and favorite fighting game character?
Oh. Mecha. Does do Metabots count?
I mean, I guess.
Then I'll go with. I mean, it should, right?
Is Metabots?
It's fucking Chibi Robo Gundam.
Mecha.
Here's how I'm feeling, right? That's mecha in the way that you would call Pokemon a kaiju.
I guess.
mean, like, if you look at Tyranitar, motherfucker's literally based off of Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's literally a kaiju. And there are fucking kaiju-sized Pokemon, so I'm pretty sure there's a big Metabot somewhere in the Metabots universe.
God, I hope so. What about favorite fighting game character?
I'm awful at fighting games, so I'll go with Mitsuru from the P4 series. That was the last time I actually gave a fuck about playing a fighting game.
I'd say my favorite mecha is the G Gundam. Whatever that one is. Just because I like the funny shining finger.
Okay, that would be Shining Gundam.
That's what it's really just called, Shining Gundam. I live with it. That's good.
Yeah. Then he switches it out for Burning Gundam in North America, God Gundam in Japanese.
That's okay, but that's fucking amazing.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, because in the sub it's about him getting God Gundam to fight Devil Gundam, which is just called the Dark Gundam in the localization.
So that's why it's called G Gundam, huh? Because it's God Gundam.
Yeah, it's probably that. Yeah,
that fucking rules. Favorite fighting game character? Sephiroth. What about you, Kizzy?
I mean that's
He's
accurate.
been in like 3 fighting games now.
Yeah.
There's like Eye-Hander, Smash, and fucking the Dissidia.
No, you're thinking of Ergi's God Bless the Ring.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Eye-Hander, pronounced Einhander, is a 2D Schmideways game.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Dan of Gigaboots has adopted the term of shmups are where you're going up in the video game. Schmideways is when you're shooting going sideways.
Oh, motherfucker's a genius. That's all I'm saying now. Like, it's like when I found out the term Schluter a couple of years ago.
I call it. I think I call it Rudy Tooty Loot and Shooty.
That's also a good one. A little long, but
yeah.
You could call it a schluty. Don't do that. That sounds like a slur.
Yeah, really. Jesus Christ.
You're like, back in 1945.
Yeah. Back in the 90s, you could call them schluties.
Oh,
Not anymore.
Yeah. Who knows who knows who you're tapping with that one?
Exactly.
What about you, KZ?
Sorry, Italians.
Yeah. I like the Nirvash in a Rekka 7 a lot because all those mechs use surfboards on the air. I'm a big fan of that. I like the color scheme a good bit, like the white and the red. Fighting game stuff. There's a lot of options here. More recently, I've been really into in Street Fighter V the character G, a blonde man who dresses like Uncle Sam / Abe Lincoln and says he's the world's president for seemingly no reason.
That's really good.
Doesn't have any actual office power. Just says it.
Yeah, I think he's a part of like some evil Final Fight gang, but I just kind of like how he does the "I want you, Uncle Sam" point and then just sets people on fire.
You know what? I also like that. What is it? I think it's a Guilty Gear character, the old guy with the alien and a fucking sarcophagus on his back.
Yeah, I believe his name is like Gold Lewis Dickinson.
Yeah, that's it.
He's
yeah,
fucking
Gold Lewis.
sick.
Or as YouTuber Maximilian calls him, Gold Dick Lewinson.
Yo,
that's a good one. Speaking of Street Fighter, I also like Jury. I've always loved Jury. Korean kick girl.
Generic Jackal asks, bricks, yes or no?
Like of cocaine?
It just says bricks.
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the amount of times I've used that one video of the dude dropping the brick on the rat down on the alleyway.
Yeah, that's a good one with Caesar's music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Okay,
mhm,
if we're going off of that video, then yes.
I would say no because I don't like when I brick in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, you know what? No, yes, because I love when my Blue Eyes playing opponent bricks in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
Hey, as Sky has told me many a time, Blue Eyes decks don't brick.
My blue eyes.
My Blue Eyes deck doesn't brick.
My blue eyes doesn't break.
Fucking cope.
Oh, it's such copium.
Jackal also asks, what is the strongest cheese in your opinion?
Oh, Parm. Overpowers fucking everything.
Gotta be Parm.
I like Swiss.
Swiss is good.
Swiss is good. Swiss is a strong one.
Although Swiss, to me, seems like a ripoff because it's less cheese. You're paying the same amount, but for less.
It's
Give
Give me the holes back.
Give me the holes.
Okay, it's not always just holes. Like I'll go to an Arby's and get like their French dip, and that has Swiss. There's no holes in it. It's just that
Yeah, not all of
variety
them
of
do.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not always getting gaps
I forget what the importance of the gaps is.
to look like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Probably to like air it out to give it its aroma. I don't fucking know.
I mean,
To air it out.
I have to air my cheeses real quick. Hold on. Shibuya Gato asks, favorite bad piece of media, like something you love even though it's just awful.
Oh God, where do I begin?
Super Mario Bros. Movie.
This podcast.
What?
What?
Yeah, I like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's really good, even though it's dog shit.
Do I count Mystery Men as this?
No, Mystery Man's a good movie.
Yeah, I also believe it's a good movie, but a lot of people don't like it.
They're fucking wrong objectively.
I know they're wrong.
See, this is hard, right? Because I feel like once I hit a certain age, I went, if I like something, that means it's good.
Yeah.
Like at no point do I want to go to a piece of media that I personally enjoy and go, yeah, but no, it's bad though. It's like I'm not 15 yet anymore. I don't care what if other people hate it or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to pinpoint bad thing, but I like it.
Well, KZ, we know that your answer is Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie.
That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. That man went into that tub and children shit all over him for 3 minutes.
No, you know what? I don't have any questions.
I
have no follow-ups.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know.
I occasionally do a show on the podcast that I do called Curse Content Club, where Field makes lists of horrible things and then our patrons vote and then we watch it. Everyone left the room. Like Dan knew it was coming and then began leaving.
I mean, I would have stayed and laughed, probably.
Oh no, that was it was bad.
Now, you don't mean literal, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's just pornography at that point to somebody.
It's convincing enough.
Oh God,
That's terrible. And I hate that.
I think it was after that and like actual harm to penises that it was just like
oh,
like fucking on camera Prince Alberts were happening.
I thought Tim and Eric was supposed to be funny.
Apparently they're trying, but all of their comedy is terrible.
They're very incredibly hit and miss.
Then everything I've ever seen from Tim and Eric has always been misses because I've never once found them funny.
That's the one corner of Adult Swim comedy I can't deal with.
That's fair.
Like Eric Andre is in that similar vein, but he seems to be hilarious.
Well, yeah, Eric Andre is just like naturally funny, and even stuff like their animated stuff like Aqua Team works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This stuff, I'm just like, this is stupid. I never want to see you again.
Yeah,
Die.
it's the era of 12-ounce mouse and Tom Goes to the Mayor, which was also Tim and Eric.
Don't talk about Tom Goes to Mayor because there's some new fucking game called As Dusk Falls that has the same art style as Tom Goes to the Mayor. A thing I've never seen, but every time it comes up, the fucking Dan goes, "It's Tom Goes to Narrative."
God,
because it's some serious narrative video game, and he's gonna fucking play it. I'm gonna kill him.
Carl, how's your answer to this question not Homestuck?
Because I don't like it. It's not my favorite. I fucking hate it.
How do you... What? Never mind. Never mind. I don't care. I don't care.
I love to torture people with it. I love to just shout out something Homestuck related and hear someone off in the distance go, "Oh!" Because I have Schadenfreude, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're trying to point out the Homestuck fan and making him feel bad.
Yes.
Ah, I see.
That's why when someone says the word bucket, I go, you can't just leave that out. Hide your fucking shame. It's disgusting. And when they get it, it's over for them.
All right, the worst piece of media that's a bit older that I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Let's fucking go.
Is that the one with the thumb people?
No, that's the first one.
No, that's the first one. This is the one where they went the video game and it had the guy. That was pretty good. They just brought in Elijah Wood. It was really bad CG. Barely functions as a film because they're just like, we got 3D to work. More recently, I watched the anime Cross Ange, and that seemingly is mostly terrible, but really funny. And also, the first episode just ends with a full-ass cavity search, where a woman puts a hand up the other girl's. A woman puts a hand up the other girl's ass, and she's using like a prosthetic metal hand, and it broke.
Now, Casey, if I'm remembering the Elijah Wood scene in Spy Kids 3D correctly, I feel like he walks up the same way that fake leak of Spider-Man Homecoming or fucking No Way Home. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, he does. He goes, I'm the guy. Everyone in that movie has like 3 lives, so they take some comical hit, they lose one. He comes in as the legendary The Guy with 99 lives. A random bolt of lightning kills him in fucking 5 seconds. I'm remembering seeing him like walking up, and I just had the flash in my head of Tobey Maguire going, "I'm Spider-Man." I really fucking hate that clip so much.
It's so good. Mop Drive asks, Big Red?
Well, like the gum?
Yeah, I guess.
It was going to be like, what, the Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Is there a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Big Red?
Get him, by the way.
It's, God damn it. I muted specifically to see if you couldn't hear it. What's that fucking one archetype with the spies?
Spiral Gear Big Red. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
God, you're fucking pathetic.
I don't have gum often, so I'll just say no.
Yeah, I'm not big on Big Red.
I'll also say no. I'm not a
show
gum
it at a
guy.
NASCAR. Ross Samurai asks, have you ever been mistaken for an employee while out shopping? If so, where?
Yes. One time I was wearing a blue and yellow vest at a Blockbuster and got mistaken for an employee. Back when those were still around.
Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Who's gonna wear a blue or yellow vest unless you're like working at a Blockbuster or you're a part of some anime team?
Either that or a fucking a Walmart. God damn it, still? Yeah. God damn this mic.
Like they're going hard. Like,
yeah, the city's on fire. It's fucking Pride week or Pride month, and they're having the parade that's probably all on fire.
I hope not.
I hope not. Also, there was some like security risks, so they bumped up security.
I know it's definitely happened to me, but I can't remember where. I want to say like a GameStop or something. I have a bad habit of seeing things out of place in stores and just going, well, this got to go back where it belongs. And I just go and put it back like a fucking narc.
Like, yeah, what are you, a cop?
So people will just be like, excuse me. I'm like, I don't work here. I don't know why you're asking me things.
Yeah, I've never had that happen to me.
Let me tell you, good, because it fucking sucks.
I mean, I got carded once, like, 3 years ago.
Mm.
And I said, do you think anyone under 18 looks this fucked up right now? I'm like, you see the bags under my eyes, and you see the terrorist beard. Like, what do you think? I'm in a trench coat? And then they said, fair enough, and then they moved on because they're like, whatever. They're a teenage wage slave. They don't actually give a shit.
Yeah, they don't care. They gotta do it because their boss is around the corner.
And I'm like, come on, let me fucking buy these pills.
That reminds me of when me and Metty went with one of our friends to where was it? It was like an Applebee's, I think, in Penn Station.
Let's go, Applebee's rules.
We were like, yeah, we gotta wait for this train. We might as well just fucking chill out over here, I guess. Ordered some drinks. Even though me and Metty were 21 at the time, and our friend was much older, about near his 30s. And we didn't get carded for our drinks, but he did, because he has a baby face.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
And we thought it was hysterical. So we're the younger ones, and you're the one that got carded.
It'll happen to me occasionally. Like, I'll be at a 7-Eleven trying to buy fucking rolling papers. And just because their boss is around the corner and they have to, so they'll ask me for my ID. And my heart should be, like, insulted, but my head is like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Even though I know they don't care.
They could just look at the wrinkles.
Yeah, they could just look at all of this that's happening and be like, all right,
those weird spots that appear on like anime characters.
The little
when they
liver
want to say
spots.
that person's like 70.
Yeah.
Hey, stop. Those are called age spots or wisdom spots. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's like when I was watching the anime Kaiji and they introduced the incredibly old CEO dude and his nose is shaped like a peanut and has 18 wrinkles on it.
That's what PM's nose looks like.
Does your nose look like peanut?
No. Look, the only wrinkles that I have on my face are on my forehead whenever I raise my eyebrows. Like, my shit looks like a fucking 4-layer cake whenever I've raised my eyebrows. Like, I can grate cheese.
Seriously, I'm just gonna imagine your nose looks like this.
No, it doesn't. It does not look. Holy shit, that is an actual peanut. That is just a fucking peanut.
Noel Beans asks, thoughts on Clussy?
Now, what is Clussy specifically?
I'm going to assume they mean clown pussy. Yeah.
Clown pussy.
Fucking, people found the Ace Attorney character again, so they had to talk about fucking who want their clown pussy ate.
Yes. Now, that character specifically, yeah, okay, she can get it. But overall, no, I don't fuck funny pussy. Sorry.
You're like, when I hit the G-spot and it honks, I get scared.
Well, as the CEO of Silly Sucking, I think I have to say yes.
I always think about that one fucking quote Alto kept fucking loving. The bigger the jiggle, the bigger, or the bigger the giggle, the bigger the jiggle.
Yeah.
Thought clowns.
I thought you were gonna bring up
also no, by the way.
I thought you were gonna bring up the Tumblr post about clapping some painted white ass cheeks.
No.
The only Tumblr post worth giving a damn is the post of King DDD from the Kirby anime going fried chicken. That's the only one that matters.
Like, I swear to God, if it's gonna be about how you made your homepage, King DDD from the Kirby anime saying that.
Motherfuckers are coward. They fucking deleted it. Fucking bitches. And it's nowhere on the internet. You cannot.
Yeah, who's gonna fucking find that? I have to Google Kirby right back at you scripts to find a use of fried chicken.
I just went on as my homepage, man. It's funny.
Yeah. Or the very least, like, you know, I'd like to set it up on my stream where you pay 4,000 channel points just to have it randomly play whenever you want.
That's awesome. I would totally do that.
All right, it's getting hotter in here, so let's do one last question.
Whew, yeah, it is.
If a good one.
Tonya asks, if you could have any movie director make a video game, who would it be? Lightly describe what game you'd like to see them make.
I don't know the names of any movie directors. Actually, not true. M. Night Shyamalan, and it's got to be some sort of horror game.
I would imagine. With every fiber of my being.
It's the only director I know off the top of my head.
All right, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Bay. I want to see if it's the most racist AAA video game of all time.
He could actually just make a Transformer game.
He could make literally anything where the goal is just to be orange, have explosions in it, and then a black-coded character will pop up, and I go, oh no.
How involved was Guillermo del Toro with Death Stranding?
He was in it.
Yeah, I think he was gonna try and consult on other older projects that were more horror based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he just did it to be like, hey, we're buds in that type of thing, since the original plans of like something horror fell through.
Then probably him.
Silent Hills.
Who was the one that worked with Elden Ring?
George R. Martin, the writer
hack,
of
yes.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, he isn't direct.
Yeah, I fucking Guillermo del Toro. Then I want to see what he would do, especially because he would absolutely go to Kojima and go, "Hey, guess what, bud? We're doing it."
Oh yeah, he's tried to get horror games off the ground, and every single experience has been terrible for him because they always like either get canceled or fall through.
I really wish Silent Hills actually fucking happened, dog.
Isn't there a Silent Hill thing in the works that Konami's doing? Like they're doing a remake of one of them and making new stuff with that one team that everybody seems to hate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they put out that game that said anyone who experiences rape or trauma should kill themselves.
The Medium. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Is that what it was about?
Yeah. Hold on. While you keep going, let me find the summary that I was given a couple weeks ago.
Christ.
To go off of Casey's answer of Michael Bay, you should do the next GTA game, or like one of those spin-off games like Vice City Stories. Or
I was gonna
City.
say like Miyazaki, but Miyazaki did fucking Ni no Kuni. I'm pretty sure.
Did he?
Or at least his studio was involved with that.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli was involved in the first Ni no Kuni. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't directly him because
Yeah.
he's constantly in a state of either making a movie or pretending he retired.
I hear a lot of good things about Ni no Kuni 1, and the only thing I know about Ni no Kuni 2 is that one gif of some man shooting a fucking rat guy.
Like the premise of Ni no Kuni 2 is really great, where it is a president, he's on the road, going down a highway to his place, and a nuclear warhead blows up everything and instantly kills him, and he wakes up as a teenage version of himself in a fantasy world. He gets isekai'd and he has to raise a furry prince to be a king.
Wow.
Doesn't he keep the gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
His first
so he's the one who shot the rat man.
Yeah, he's the first. Yeah, it's a coup between the rat people against the cat royalty, and he just fucking domes one of those rats.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, that one might be a bit more your speed. It's like a more pure like action RPG, so it's pretty nice. Like the original was more of like a Pokemon-ish thing. So I found the summary of The Medium.
Yeah.
All right.
And its story as to why people don't want them to touch Silent Hill. The Medium is a game that asks the player to understand that a child molester / rapist is that way because his stepfather abused him, and his mom ratted out his Jewish girlfriend to the SS to own his stepfather, and your sister is too damaged by this and should die.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because spoilers for The Medium, if you care. The sister is the villain, or is the cause of all the troubles. And in order to end the trouble, she needs to die, despite the father being the fucking like cause of all the trauma.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's like surprisingly horrible to the degree that everyone just calls it the low-tier God game of you should kill yourself now.
Yeah.
God almighty. Well, that'll do it for this episode of DipShips. That was like a fucking gut punch to the fucking throat.
Yeah, that was crazy. Jordan, you have to talk just as much as I did next episode. So I'm sorry.
It's over.
We'll be checking
That
your work.
sucks because the fucking monkey's paw's gonna fucking curl, and he's gonna talk about wrestling for the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, I know. That's my plan. I don't have to be here for it.
No! Thank you all for listening. Reminder, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I forgot them. Help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, you use your Netscape navigator. Get on over there. Figure it out.
Yeah, we're pretty much on your RSS feed. Does that still exist?
We're everywhere. Yeah, RSS feed.
Okay.
Don't forget that podcasting can swim based on word of mouth. So share this podcast around with anyone you think would like it.
If you don't like Jordan, share this podcast with someone who also doesn't like Jordan.
I don't like Jordan or his fucking girlfriend. It's the best.
You and me
if
both,
we get
brother.
one dislike on this video, we know who it's from.
If we get two, well, I mean, gotta put the fucking twins down.
Mm-hmm. They're crumbling down.
Yeah! Jesus Christ!
We still got it, baby. Best of the biz.
If you'd like to support us, remember you can go over to patreon.com/DipShipsPod. Whatever. I don't fucking care, dude. We're not going to get any better than that.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all on the nautical mile.
Toodles.
Kizzy.
No, I'm tired. Leave me
Okay.
alone.